3 things I wish I knew before I became a nail technician. I'm going to love talking about this right now on the Biz Talk. Tracey, this is a perfect topic for me. I'm going to get in my words before you get yours in. So ridiculous.
Like, as soon as it cut, you're like, go. One of us is trying to talk.
We're literally racing to get the first word in. It's become a race now. It's like, I
don't even know what I want to say. I just want to say it first.
I know. Yeah, I can't wait to talk about this. Me, the things I wish I knew.
I wish we were doing the 3 things I wish I knew before I came to work for young nails.
That we can also do that next time on the Biz Talk. Tracey,
yes.
That's my move.
A little Elvis thing.
I got yeah, dude. I have a move. That's my move.
A seizure or
That's
Elvis. I'm not sure which one was happening.
All right. Obviously, this is not my thing because I'm not a nail technician.
What?
Yes. You or Greg would be able to answer these, but I think you guys would have way different answers. It'd be fun to talk to Greg about this, but he's not here, so screw him. We're going to talk to you, Tracey, about this.
Lucky me.
Yes, the 3 things. Let's just start with top of the list. We're going to go through 3. I know there's probably a few more, but let's start with top of the list. Like, what is the number 1 thing that you wish you knew before you became a nail technician? Because God knows when you become a nail technician, oh my God, you start to see things unravel quickly and you're like, oh geez, I wish I knew A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What is it? Top.
I burped.
Okay, I burped.
I was trying to hold it.
You couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it.
It's good. I didn't hear the burp. I don't think anybody else did, but.
Just in case.
Okay.
Letting you know.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I wish, this would probably be what I wish I knew before school, too, is that,
same thing
that
in the
they
category.
didn't teach you jack at school.
So did you truly think that when you were going to school, you were going to learn how to do nails?
I had no idea that they didn't teach you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think most people still, it's got to be,
I
right?
think if you don't know someone in the industry, you assume. I mean, anybody goes to nurse. I mean, we've talked about this, nursing or whatever. You're going to come out knowing some nursing. You go to nail school.
Yeah.
You think you're going to know nails, and you don't.
You literally learn almost nothing about about sanitation, disinfection,
which is super important. And I'm
of course
I'm very happy that I was taught that.
Yes.
But I didn't know that I was going to go to school for 2.5 months to just learn that.
You know what? I think it's a really good one, and probably something that anybody who's considering, we've talked about it before about schools and that you don't learn anything, but anybody clicking on this that is about to enter the world of nails, that is something that you definitely need to know when you go to beauty school. Maybe there's some that do teach nails, but when you go to nail school, you're not learning anything about nails.
I just had this song play in my head.
What is it?
Mad TV, Lowered Expectations.
I don't know it, but
it's a great song, but it's
a great title.
Expect lowered expectations.
Yeah.
Like it's not, and if you're a school that teaches, there are some out there, but they're very hard to find, and I'm bless you for doing that. But you're just not gonna, for the most part, no, you're not. That's why we tell you, pick a school that's not that expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Find the cheapest.
And if you are a school that actually does teach something, you should shout it to the heavens.
They should be on social, and I would hit every salon in your town, surrounding area. People will drive.
Yeah.
To go to that type of place. I drove hour and a half each day to go to school. And there was 2 schools in my town. So, but I did that because it was the cheapest and I didn't have the money at the time.
Yeah.
And I, again, didn't know that they weren't going to teach me. Then I'm super happy that I picked the right school for that. But yeah, Instagram, share with the nail techs out there, because their friends are the ones that are coming up in the industry, and or their children or whatever, and get with the supply places, all that, and
All of
just
it,
let
yeah.
them know that
Yeah.
you're actually teaching people.
If you are doing that, no, that's good. I think that's a really good one. And for somebody that's listening right now, it's gonna be like, oh my gosh, I better prepare, because when you get out, you're actually gonna have to go somewhere
And learn.
to learn how to do nails. Exactly. Okay. Next thing on the list, Tracy. What is the second thing you wish you knew before becoming a nail technician?
To look at it as a business versus something a hobby or something I enjoyed doing.
So when you didn't, and I don't think one can, I should finish my sentence before I start another one. You didn't think,
It's not possible.
dude, I do that so much. It's insane. You literally were thinking, I'm going to learn how to do nails, and I'm just going to start doing them, and I'm going to make money. And it's kind of that simple, right?
Yeah,
it's kind
it's
of
a job.
It is.
It's a job, you know.
It's a job.
But you start, what I mean by you got to look at it as business is the first 2 years I really didn't. Not that my goal wasn't to make money, is I just forgot to charge for things because I enjoyed what I was doing and I was scared. And so I did not treat it as a true business like I do now. It is a business. This is how I put food on the table. I'm going to charge for my art. I'm going to charge for the length. That's the business part that I'm talking about.
I understand. And what a great point, because this is probably one of the largest things that we see in the industry is a nail tech not charging what she should. Yep. Correct?
Correct.
And friends, family, or all the art that's being given away, not charging what she should charge. And so you were kind of guilty of that in the first couple of years.
Definitely. And that's why I preach it so much. And I just, especially OWC, I tell them the first day, like, I'm going to talk a lot about money, not because I'm greedy. This is how I support my family. And I didn't, and again, not that you don't, I knew it was a job. I knew I had a business. But when you look at it with a business mind, you make different decisions.
Yeah.
Not with a friend mind.
You know what? Like, it just reminds me of like when I came in and started working with my mom and my brother. I had to I remember it was like, okay, I have to do collections, right?
Switch gears.
I had to switch gears. It was extremely difficult. Because that wasn't in my nature. It wasn't as much as you look at me today, Tracy, and think, ruthless and sharp of a businessman that I am.
Ruthless, yes.
But I even hated asking my friends for money, right? Like to borrow or even if they owed me, I'd be like, oh, whatever. But just on the point of switching gears, I had to look at it. This is a business. If I don't do this, we don't get money, and
you don't survive.
We don't survive. And that scared the crap out of me. And so what did I do? I had to force it, and I had to learn. It was so hard, and it was very scary. Everything you're saying I can relate to, honestly, those feelings. But my gosh, did I grow from it, from like, hey, this is a business, and then switching gears and turning it up. I became so much more confident because I was like, whoa,
right?
I was scared and I overcame it.
Right.
And now look at this. We're collecting our money.
And so only positive things came from it.
Only
positive
things.
And people, we have a mindset that, oh, people are going to be so upset or whatever. I probably have said it a million times on this. So if you can't look at it from a business mind, let's say you're like, well, I just want to give away the art because I feel bad for charging for it and I like doing it. When you go home and your child tells you that they need their new sneakers, or let's say your family wants to go on vacation and you say you can't, please think about all the money you've given away.
Yeah.
Because it usually adds up to $10,000 or more a year that you're giving away. That's a lot of vacation. That's a lot of things for your children. That's a lot of food on the table. When you switch that mindset, when you go to a business, when I walk into Target, a lot, I don't expect, I know I'm going to be charged for it. And I don't look at the tag and think how awful of them to charge me $12 for this top. If I don't want to pay for it, I won't buy it, but I expect to pay for it. It's a business. Target will not survive if they were more concerned about making all their customers happy and charging nothing versus what they're doing.
Yeah, and it's not even like I think like when you say customers might be upset, that's a total misconception.
It's in your mind.
It's
it
in
really
your mind.
Is.
Yeah.
And sometimes people, you might have one. You might get one that's like, you're charging an extra $5-10 today. It's going to be so rare because we've talked about this too before. In your mind, it's this huge conversation and you see every single one of your clients in front of you with like a mob mentality.
Yeah.
I'm going to get in front of this crowd and say, I am raising my prices, and then they kill you. But really, all you're doing is talking, hey Habib, as of in a month, my prices are going up. I'm charging $5 per glitter, and my prices are going up $10. Just check it out. I'm going to get your stuff ready.
Yeah.
And he's going to go, that's a Starbucks.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, exactly.
But it adds up.
It does add up.
The next client, the next client, the next client.
I was terrified of making a phone call of, reminding people that they owed this is money they owed us. So they already bought the product. They owed it to us. And I was still terrified of calling, right? Like naturally, it's not a normal thing to just call people. And what happened was everybody was like, oh, I apologize. No problem. I'll send it in. I did have that one or two that were crazy. And we ended up cutting them off eventually as customers. So it all worked out. Exactly what you're saying. A few small percentage gave me hell. But in the end, it all worked out, you know? So this is a big, big, big one. I might even shift this to number 1, Trace. I'm going to do that for you.
Thanks.
I'm going to do that. You're welcome. Number 3. What is the third thing? We're only going to go 3. So I know there's probably more, but we're going to go top 3 here. The first 2 are so good. Tracey, what is that third thing that you wish you knew before you became a nail tech?
It's okay to fail.
Ooh.
Because you are going to fail.
That is a guarantee.
Guaranteed. Stamp
it. Put it in stone.
Send it.
Send it. How come we don't say that anymore, by the way? Not to go off topic, but we used to say send it, like we used to scream it from like warehouse to warehouse.
We used to do a lot of screaming in this building.
Yeah, we did actually. It's we got to bring that back.
Okay.
Let's start screaming again.
I enjoy it.
Okay, perfect. So that's a absolute guarantee. And if somebody came to you beforehand or if you watched a video and basically the people were saying, hey, listen, you're going to eat dirt and you're going to fail a lot before becoming fully booked. I mean, that's going to help a little bit.
It is, because a lot of techs will give you false information, or maybe you're giving yourself false information. You're telling your own story of, Habib over there, he's doing a full clientele. He's never had struggle. He's never had any problems. He's always been busy, which isn't true.
There's just no way.
But Habib might have told me that story, because unfortunately some techs will do that, or we're just playing something up, making something up in our head. But every single one of us have failed. I continue to fail. Like
I can second that.
I've been working on some fashion show stuff, and I this has been painful, painful, and I have failed multiple times, and I have been frustrated, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Because it's just like walking. It's just like riding a bike. You don't just get on it and do it.
You know the thing. This is God. You had some good ones. These are 3 good ones. This one specifically.
This is number 1 now.
I think this one's maybe number 1. Maybe number 2 stays number 2. Number 1 is now number 3. Do the math. This is a good one. Let me tell you why.
I'm carrying the one.
Yeah, you get confused. I really wish the world didn't frame failing. I wish it wasn't even called that.
Right.
It's
such a negative tone.
It's a negative tone, and also there's some weird. I don't know why we, as human beings, feel like we're supposed to enter a journey or an adventure and it be perfect with zero failure.
Because it's Instagram, yo. It's
Yeah, and movies and things that you watch.
Like you open your Instagram and you just see all this amazing stuff, and everybody's happy. And why? Not like that?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It's not real.
No.
What is real is learning. It takes time to actually learn a craft. And what does that mean is you try it, doesn't work. You try it, it doesn't work. You learn more. You become more educated. You teach yourself. You talk to people. You go onto YouTube. You watch videos like these on the internet, which are just all over the place. And you educate yourself and you learn. And you just keep on going. But so many people don't forgive themselves. They're like, "Oh my God, I made one mistake. I give up."
Yeah, I'm not going to make it. They don't even want to. They don't want to compete anymore, right? You know, if I can't win, I don't want to play.
Right. And that kind of sounds like me, but
yeah, actually, it sounds like all three of us. So competitive.
We are.
But I think we are good at failing.
Yeah.
We win at failing.
We're winners at failing.
But it's just part of it. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to pick? I always, like, if I push you in a puddle, that's my bad. I'm sorry I pushed you in the puddle. If I come around in a year and you're still in that freaking puddle, that's on you.
That's on you.
Get up. Use it.
Yeah.
Just motivate yourself and give yourself permission to fail, and then walk a couple yards and fall in a puddle again.
You know, it's that feeling. I experienced it, so I'm so used to it, right? When we make a mistake or an error here or something goes wrong, I always know, like, when I'm driving to work and it's like I get a phone call from Tracy, I'm like, something just went wrong. This is not a good phone call.
Do you cringe when you see my call? Because I cringe when I see yours.
Yes,
by the way,
I do. When it's at a certain time in the morning, I know it's not good.
Yeah, there's times, like if he calls in midday, I don't even think.
Yeah,
but if it's like early morning or late,
yeah, same.
I go.
Yep.
And you should see my screen for him. It's actually who is that?
Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt and you
and me split screen.
Yeah,
because I'm making like a Jabba the Hutt face.
Yeah, and I look at it and go, and I let it ring till about right when it's going to go to voicemail.
Pick it up. No, it's the same thing, but it sucks. Like when you hear something went wrong, or you tried something and it didn't work, or there's a big mistake that happened at the office, you know, with a shipment or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, it sucks, but it's just like you have that feeling, and then we just problem solve because we're so used to it, and you keep going. Yeah.
And remember, I think this is important. This is the fourth one for me.
Bonus one.
You're not alone.
That's
There's
good.
People there for you.
Yep.
We're here for you.
Absolutely. If you're new and if you're getting started and you're watching this, you need to really take this in, okay? I think it's going to help you on your journey. Tracy wishes she had someone to tell her these 3 things. These are her top 3 things that she wished she knew. And I hope it's going to help you. Let us know in the comments below your top 3 things you wish you knew before becoming a nail tech. Tracy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next time on the Biz Talk.